first and foremost, parasocial relationships. So, honestly, the first three things on the docket for today, I was able to pull from just from this DDG and Halle thing alone. And it's been all over the internet. You can't escape it, unfortunately. I'm about to go on X and just search their names and kind of read through some of the tweets. And then we're going to pull apart the conversations I want to have from it. Again, I don't know DDG or Halle. I don't know about y'all. So I wasn't involved in the relationship. I don't know what went on. Thank you, Shun, for that follow. I don't know what went on, so I'm not going to discuss their relationship directly or as if I know anything. We're going to have some good conversations from it that I feel like is the bigger picture, that I feel like is more appropriate for us to discuss rather than speaking on their relationships for fact. And truthfully, I think what's more heartbreaking about the whole thing is Halo and that he's basically going to lose a parent, essentially. So, yeah, I'm going to pull up this unfortunately has been everywhere. You cannot escape this situation. So we're going to go through and read a couple of tweets. Let's change. All right. So I just went in X, typed in DDG and Halle. All right. This tweet says Halle could do that to, DDG, and I'ma still stand beside her. Okay. All right. And if DDG was so concerned for Halo's safety, then why wouldn't he pick Halo up every time Halle begged him to? All that messages showed that Halle was had postpartum depression, and it was because of DDG. Halle and DDG are both toxic and immature. The only person I feel sorry for in this situation is Halo. If anyone watching in the chat has an opinion on, agrees with any of these tweets, y'all kind of drop down what y'all feel about it, generally speaking, in the chat. But when I get more specific into the talking points I want to have, definitely chime in. Jarvis, thank you for joining me. I don't know why that's your username either. Thank you for joining me. Please stay for as long as you can. I appreciate it. I have a lot to get to. But I'm gonna try not to make this stream longer than like 2 hours, I promise. But I want y'all involved as much as possible. Okay. Twitter who celebrated. Okay. Let's just, I don't got to read all of this. Y'all get the point. Okay. Y'all get it. The internet has been in an uproar since this whole situation happened. Okay. So this is the first part that I want to discuss about this whole thing. I want to remind everyone, right? Because me personally, I grew up with DDG. I've been watching him since middle school? And I remember seeing Halle and her sister on Disney Channel. Like it was some singing, it was some commercial or something on Disney Channel when I was super young. So I've been following them both since I was very, very young. And I think they're both talented. I appreciate them both for different reasons. I think stan culture has really fucked up a lot of y'all heads. And it's caused y'all to turn into weirdos. And so what I think some of those tweets that I read is unsafe. It's actually extremely concerning how you guys stand 10 toes and so strong for people that you don't know. And trust me, I'm including myself in some of this because there have been times where I have fallen victim to defending certain things or certain people for what I personally believe. But I had to rewire my brain to remember I don't know this person. And what I've learned in real life, even just dealing with people that I know personally, I have learned you can't put nothing past nobody, whether you know them or not. So you can never confidently say, oh, she would never, oh, he would never. You don't know that. You literally don't know that. You don't know that. So I think that, for one, seeing a lot of these tweets, I have never understood why people be so invested in others' lives. Exactly. Now I get it. Like, if I can be realistic, I get it to a certain extent. Like, it's social media. Like, when you're on it and you're subscribing to certain types of things, naturally we just become, so like a favorite artist, right? Naturally you're just interested to see what they're up to see what they're doing, or, to just check to see when they're going to come out with a new song. Like, I understand certain aspects of it, but when it comes to people's personal business, when they're clearly trying to play court of public opinion games, and you are allowing them to use you when you could be defending the person who's in the wrong, like, it's weird how social media can't tell that, like, we're being manipulated and used in these situations, and people just don't care. Like, the tweet I just read, they're like, I don't care if she did X, Y, and Z, I'm standing beside her. Okay, all right. I think it's weird. I think it's odd. I think I'm always going to say one thing you're always going to hear me say on my streams when I'm speaking on stuff. I don't know these niggas. Don't know them, never met them, wasn't there. So people can take, what we're given and make their assessments from there. I think that's fine. I just think trying to speak on things as if it's a fact, or trying to speak for these people, or say, oh, he didn't do that. I'm not going to say too much about their situation. What I will say, and how I feel like most people should view it, I can't sit up here and say confidently that I believe he never put his hands on her. And I can't sit here and say I confidently believe she never put her hands on him. I'm not going to do the whole pointing finger thing because I wasn't there. But I can't confidently say, oh, she didn't do this or he didn't do that. None of us could say that. None of us were there. And they're both using their fan bases to try to win court of public opinion. It's messy and toxic and toxicity all through this situation, and it's very, very yucky, and it's disgusting because that child is only like one. Like, this is nasty. This isn't something that people need to be like picking wars and picking sides with, because you don't know these people.